That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me fuck all that shit, just let me go. Owers and tastemakers make us no chaser.
Heart of Europe, this is the most badass TV broadcast in all the known land, ladies and gentlemen. I am Tommy C. And this shot from the point man today is none other than Dr. Zhivago. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well. I have a quick question.
Sure.
Why am I toxic?
Oh, we might talk about that later. Hey, listen, we're talk about E-Dubble a little, but it's basically an open phone show, so you can go pile in there now. I'll get to as many calls as I possibly can. We're here to talk about E-Dubble's life, his career, and if you're probably wondering why I'm doing this on the day of his passing, I remember when it happened. I was basically struggling to keep the show up and wondering what, the next couple months were going to lead. And I thought, I just thought it was just unbelievably tragic. Not only that he passed away, I mean, he was in his mid-30s. And that there really wasn't that much information. Even today, we can only speculate of what he passed from. It may have been some kind of blood poisoning. He'd been complaining about being sick. His last photo is in late January 2017. His hand had swelled up, and he said he was throwing up blood. And you can get the feeling that he doesn't really know what kind of danger he's in. But ultimately, we heard that he had passed away, and we've never really heard much since. So I thought it was important to commemorate the day of his passing. I don't know if we'll ever do something like this again. I'd rather do it on his birthday. But it just seemed so sad. And the thing I really liked about E-Dubble, is he had the foresight to do this. This is a perfect. I hesitate to call it a gimmick, because gimmicks make it sound cheap, but the gimmick of doing a new song that was basically, I think most of them are still open to the public, including Let Me Go. You will not get claimed. And this is how he spread the E-Dubble word in 2010, 11, and 12. And he did about, I think it's 45 songs. So that's a year's worth of work. I mean, I think there's some weeks that he didn't go on. His birthday is November 1st. Maybe we'll do that next year, later this year then. And he was just such a staple of Call of Duty montages. And I to have that kind of vision, especially like today, like it's really difficult to, like, we used to lose a lot of Real-talk stuff, but it's more and more difficult to get his stuff on, because we have to go through the once you're on Spotify, everything gets like automatically claimed. Mm-hmm. And he does this Freestyle Friday where it's a new song every week, and it's tough to get an album where 7 out of 10 songs are good. 7 out of 10 songs are good. You have like a classic on your hands, and I would say upwards of 70% of the Freestyle Fridays are really, really good. And I totally encourage you to purchase his records, his commercial stuff, and check out his Freestyle Fridays. He really was a guy that respected his craft. He had deep respect for his craft in an era where not really being able to rap all that well can be valued. Your social media status is more important than knowing your history and understanding like what makes a good rapper. And I don't want to sound like a hater, and that's all. I'm not trying to dump on all the SoundCloud or mumble rappers. Some of them are quite good. XXXTentacion, who I didn't like, he kind of grew on me. I realized there was something there other than just trying to be famous. But E-Dubble was, he was just a little younger than me. Was a classic rapper in a lot of sense. He grew up on the Wu-Tang Clan and Eminem in the 90s.
Old school flow.
Yeah, he does. He's an old school flow, even for the time, even for 2011. But it's like Real Talk. The skills there. It's tough for me to get excited about mumble rappers when there's nothing there. It's not like they don't even know. Like Tupac, Biggie, and that's all they know. The guys I grew up with, the 90s, which is generally considered the old golden age of hip-hop, I mean, they all knew who Kool Moe Dee, LL Cool J, Sugar Hill Gang, they knew where they came from. And, it is. They knew this stuff, and he really respected his craft, and he took it very seriously. And I like the fact, too, it's hard enough being a white boy in that business. Grandmaster Flash, there you go. It's tough enough being a white boy in that business, but he also didn't have some kind of ridiculously, he's a Philly boy. He's a Philly street kid, but he wasn't, he didn't grow up middle class like me. I noticed the bars he went to were like the sports bars I grew up going to in Woodbridge, New Jersey, where I grew up. And his music, and he was able to do that and, not be fake. These guys, they're either trying to be gangsters like that. What was that stupid ass that went to jail? The
6ix9ine?
Yeah, like he wasn't even a gangster, man. He wasn't even that whole vibe. He actually suckered a bunch of gangsters.
Wait, so you tell me he wasn't bad about it?
No, he wasn't bad about it, but it's amazing. But he had a lot of insight on life, and you could tell that by his rhymes. And I would say that if I could label E-Dubble anything, it was feel good hip hop that's not corny. If you want a pickup, if you want like a pickup, he's got a million songs. I mean, the Let Me Know, who I'm dare I say it, I'm proud to be able to have the song. I'm grateful. I don't know if the show would be as good without the song. I gotta be honest with you. It just picks people up, and it's a perfect song. It's the end of the day. Work, and all you want to go home and jerk off, and that's really the song. For any of these jackasses that like all these jackasses telling me now, oh, you're so immature and you're unreasonable, and all you do is scream. Yeah, it's kind of like the entertainment, it's sit back and watch somebody else be crazy. So you could just sit back and let yourself if you feel like it. I mean, I think most people that come here just. It's either getting close to the end of their day or is the end of their day. And, I think Let Me Know just encapsulates that perfectly. And, I guess I wanted to do something on the day he passed because, you never heard much about him. You didn't hear family members speak out. You really didn't hear too many other rappers speak out. And it's not, Philly's not a super hot spot for hip-hop. It's really, I mean, I'm sure I wouldn't say there's never been. You got Vinnie Paul and, not Vinnie Paul, Vinnie, what the fuck's his name? The guy from Sicily. And he, it's Vinnie Paul. Vinnie Paz, excuse me. No. Yeah, Vinnie Paz, sorry. And, he bounced up and down 95 interstate, between Baltimore and Philly, and he made a good living for himself. I mean, I remember talking to Real Talk when he was alive, and he's like, as far as independent artist goes, this guy, he makes a really good living. He really, was way ahead of his time. Give these songs away for free. Spread my word naturally. The power of gaming. You hear a cool track. Everybody's like, well, I want that on my montage, and I want that on in my Let's Play. Markson, new member, thank you. I want that on my Let's Play. And he realized these montages get millions and millions and millions of views. Radio can't do that for you. MTV can't even do that for you now. They used to be. Used to be like one play on MTV was like all the radio stations at once playing at the same time. So he and nowadays, if you got yourself on SoundCloud, which you kind of need, your stuff's going to get auto-claimed. So the YouTubers are going to naturally stay away from it. Yeah, and it's it's a damn shame. Merckson, real fucking new member. Thanks so much. Merckson, I can't say your name. Sounds like I'm trying to do my German class. And I don't know if there's a way to do it because like Real Talk needs to be on SoundCloud. He needs to be. But it's like as soon as you're on SoundCloud, guys like me are like, I don't want to deal with it. Well, I can't even get your stuff. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it, trying to get the thing off and and who knows how that affects the algorithm and everything else, Yeah. And it is a pain in the ass, But he didn't do that. And that, look at some of the, even like just Let Me O itself, how many gaming things he was on between, 2013 to 2016. He's all over the place for 3 years. You really couldn't watch one without him. And I remember the first time I heard this song, this guy, he's a fan, Smurf Destroyer. He was probably the first big donator we had in this show. And he gave me a list of songs that he said I needed to change because the song I was using started getting claimed. And I think we had grown out of the original Shot from the Point theme. And that was the first song I clicked on. And I was like, this is amazing. It's so intense. It's so kind of uplifting, really. Rippy Dub, tipster. Yeah, it's just like, and, if you guys, you musicians out there can spare maybe some of your better stuff and figure out a way and keep it to yourself and don't give it to the record company. Don't put it on SoundCloud, but try to spread it another way. I would take a lesson from E-Dubble. Now, he's a white boy that made a damn good living for himself by being, generous. And I understand there's so many people looking to rip. Artists I see so many artists getting ripped off in general. I imagine musicians do too, especially from YouTubers. YouTubers treat artists like shit. They treat artists like shit. The problem is there's too many of them, and that drives the price down. But it's just we're gonna do a regular sort of I guess a news show. I got a couple topics I want to talk about. You sign a contract, you're done. Yeah. But the old stuff, if you keep it off of SoundCloud, but try to spread the word. Go to
No, you can put it on SoundCloud. You just once you get it on Spotify, that's
Spotify. You get claimed. I got a song here. I'm interested because I got a freestyle. I got a. If you stick around, I think I got a really good E-Dubble song to play to close out the show. And we're not changing it. Real Talk's gonna always be our closer. But we're gonna. I think I got something pretty special for you at the end. And if you want to take calls, anything you want to talk about in the YouTube board, it has been deader than fucking dead. And I'm about as tired as the Onision story as you can get. And I think. Do I want to talk about that? I don't believe that. I'm going to just say, I'll put it like this. I think every player in that Onision game, every single one, with the possible exception of Billy the Fridge. Yeah, definitely Billy the Fridge. He just went over there. Is lying. Every single one. And I'm hearing stuff behind the scenes. And I kind of went to, my last video, God, people are so pissed off at me for that. I'm starting to see things and hear things that I don't like, and it's every single side, and there's more than two.
And it's not looking good.
I can't even spill the tea light because there's not a lot of evidence, but it's just my experience with stories, which I got a pretty good record in predicting on the way things will go. And
asking what about Repsion?
No, absolutely not Repsion. No. No.
So
I
Billy
just
and
I
Repsion are
don't
probably the only
I don't
options.
think we're getting the story. Repsion, no. I wouldn't even think of him when I said that. I don't even know what he's saying right now. I've purposely like not
That's a
watched
lot
his
of
stuff.
money,
So
I guess, for a
he
person of
doesn't
color.
think, but no, not Repsion. I don't think Repsion's done a good job with him. I think when I'm talking about when it comes to whether he's going to jail or not, and I've got less and less faith that that's happening, or if it was ever even a possibility. So just I guess the big names are involved, all sides, directly, not like Repsion, not reporting on it. I don't consider him a part of what's going on. He's essentially doing what I'm doing, just a little more in depth and a lot more commentary. So no, not Repsion. Oh God, I'm gonna bury Repsion. But I don't like what I'm hearing. I don't like what I'm seeing. And I thought things were turning around, and I think, we have a rabid group of fans that aren't ready. I don't think they're ready to find, wake up one day and find out that people have moved on from the story and nobody's been arrested. And what they've been told is probably bullshit. I can't go out and call bullshit unless I know 100%, but I gave some pretty big hints in that video. And people didn't pick up on it. They accused me of not knowing the facts when the facts they said that I didn't know, I already reported them. It's just like this. It's now I don't believe them. I don't believe the information that I put out. Of course, I didn't put it out knowingly. Knowingly, I went with the information based on sources. I'm now doubting the sources. I have a real doubt.
That's
for
a
the
lot
source.
of money,
And
I guess.
I was not. I remember, some of the people. I had, Xana get in touch with me, and he said, people are rejecting the video. They're really mad. Maybe you want to go on and do this, that, and the other thing. And I hope you knew this, and I hope you knew that. And I'm like, Xana, I know everything you're saying. I know what they're accusing you of. I'm not even mildly shocked they're pissed off. But I can't go in good conscience and commentate on stuff that I don't believe. But then again, just because, it's like, it's more of a hunch and just life experience, and there's a lot of people in this anti-O community that just want to be told that he's going to jail over and over and over again, and that it's over. I don't think they're even close. I think the information that you're so goddamn dead sure that you heard from Trustwell Art is not true, and I think it's because everybody's lying. Everybody's lying, and the whole thing's just becoming convoluted.
Yeah, I think everybody wants a piece of the pie.
I think the hate is blinding them. Yeah, I mean, I literally could have wrote my own comments. I usually like your stuff, but I think you really should know what you're talking about. Or I understand you're giving commentary, but you think you should know what you're talking about. And they would give a fact that I supposedly didn't know that I put in a past video. So they didn't get the wink, wink, wink. I'm starting to think this is bullshit. And then there's the, you saw what happened to Billy the Fridge and to a lesser and Keemstar, but to a lesser extent me. There's some people outright accusing me of protecting a predator. And if that's where we're at if that's what that group's about, then, I got to be honest with you. I'm not that interested in covering it. Got a nice fact check coming to me, but I got to be honest with you, it ain't worth. And I could sit there and lead. I could turn it into an Econ channel. That's not what I want. I want to do like a news channel. I want to do interesting commentary on social media events, and I would rather get the 7,000, 6,000 hits. Than the 20, 30 Ks and the occasional 100 K, then just lead it on, because then I would truly be milking it. And I don't think it's going anywhere. I don't think it's going anywhere at all.
I think
whatsoever.
It's too late for it too.
I don't know if it's too late. I don't know if there was much there to begin with.
It just feels like it's too late.
Yeah.
So much shit's happened. I mean, the one guy that you thought could have gotten anything on them ended up having one of the worst probably assistance of all time.
Yeah.
And that's just become a separate mess.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking right now on Hansen versus Predator. The domain is up for sale right now.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of that, but I'm not even like I didn't report that a lot of that hacker shit, you know, and all the there's a circus atmosphere around this because it's important for me for this guy to get caught if he's doing stuff, and you know I'm satisfied with Chris Hansen bringing attention to what an animal this guy is, but I don't know if he's a criminal. I don't know. And I really wonder if the FBI is actually involved or ever has been involved. And yes, I've reported that they are. I reported it based on sourced people that sourced it. I'm just starting not to believe it.
It's a little sketchy.
It does feel sketchy, and there's this other circus atmosphere, and then you have this like an enraged group of fans that I mean, literally, if you get 100 hits of video, I guarantee you get 1,000 if you put Nisi on the title and put something negative in there, like warp his face or some shit in the thumbnail. It's just there. It's that rabid, and it's a testament just to how deplorable Onision is. But you know, I he lives in America. I'm an American. You can be deplorable. You know. Yeah, it's rage baiting. Well, all the news is rage. I'm starting to realize all news is rage baiting. Even the mainstream horse shit compared to what I do, whatever it is the fuck I do. Yeah.
I mean, literally, give it a couple months, they're going to be on to the next person. So
I don't think so. This is different. I've never seen anything quite like this. This is.
You don't think it's coming to a close?
Not for them, but I think for a more mainstream audience.
I'd say for the case, yeah.
I don't know if the case is ever opened. I'll give you an idea. I'll let one thing out. I'm hearing that the 11 cases that he had open on him, that the cop said, are literally just the phone calls. And they're counting those as cases. That's what I'm hearing.
Well, I think if they get a report of abuse or anything, they have to
that's an open case. But it's also, that means they're not being upfront. It's open and closed already.
Yeah.
He's abusing his kids on camera. You know. So I'm just not buying this shit. And I'm pretty good at, picking the way this shit goes. And this is not a defense of Onision. But if all he did, I mean, unless there's something on that computer, which I'm also starting to wonder about, there's nothing there. When we're just going on the testimony of individuals. Memories fade, and now there's a stake in this too. There's a lot of if you're in this, there's a lot of peer pressure. If you're a content creator, there's a lot of pressure on you to sort of, to feed the mob. And you guys know that's not my way of doing things. And know when you watch those videos I put out, I mean, they're all sincere. And the commentary is sincere. I just, I've got a right to change my mind. And if I see it go in one direction, like somebody said it sounded Keemstar-ish. I mean, I didn't make a 180 turn like he did. But I think there was some... Not when he brought up the victims, because that was fucking stupid. But as far as there not being that much there, yeah, I'm concerned, and I don't want to fucking pump that channel only to turn around and find out that there really is no investigation the way it's being presented to us, and we find out something wacky happened with the computer again. Or they get the computer and they don't say there's shit on there.
What about the thing with his daughter?
Or there is shit on there and they're just not going to charge him for it. Because I got to be honest with you, right? If she sent her nudes to her and thought she, wiped the hard drive, but I don't know if district attorney's going to put her in jail for sending illicit stuff to a kid. It's probably an honest mistake. Now, I'm sure the law probably says it doesn't matter, but they still have to charge you. And sometimes DAs, they decide, yeah, they broke the law, but it's not worth it to go to court. I got better things to do. I got real criminals to catch. And this is just not a top priority.
Yeah.
You know, I've heard that there's pictures of her, that there's actual child porn on there. I'm sorry, it's...
The only thing I've heard was Kai sent, I guess, the picture of her not wearing underwear and, like, I guess a buttoned-up T-shirt, but it was unbuttoned or whatever.
But if you listen to that video, she clearly thinks that she, erased the stupid thing and sent it to her. That's probably illegal, by the way. I'm not saying it's not against the law, but people have this idea that everybody that breaks the law gets charged. It's not like fucking Grand Theft Auto where you get a star. Yeah. It's not like that every time. So, I mean, I think people, I'd rather turn from an Elysion and get less hits. And if something breaks, something breaks. If something comes through, I'll take care of it. But I don't think there's anything worth. I mean, what are you gonna do? Report what? Go watch Chris Hansen's show. What do you have? A psychiatrist on yesterday or the other day?
Yeah, I didn't even watch.
I mean, that's all. She's like, she hasn't sat down with an Elysion. She can only speculate. And admittingly, her speculation is, grounded in, her science, and my speculation is like grounded into Tommy C's worldview. And so with her, I would take her a lot more. You might want to, consider it, but at the end of the day, it's still speculation. Yeah. Guy is crying.
I haven't seen much proof.
Yeah. But the good news is he'll never be anything on any platform. Like, there's no coming back from this. I can honestly say that.
That's a lot of money, I guess, for a person of color.
Real life ain't like Law and Order. Goddamn right it ain't like Law and Order. Every time you fucking go on Law and Order, the case gets closed at the end of the fucking show. Life's not like that. And people, cases I remember when I was reading something when I was a kid. You guys know only 30% of murders get solved in the United States. That's what I was told. I don't know if that's accurate or not. But you think about any dead girls they find at fucking truck stops. Man, they don't always find their killer. Fucked up shit happens all the time. Look what happened to... God, look the guy we just had on, Josh Pliot. The West Memphis Free. These guys went to jail for years. Some of the guys that were in the... they didn't pull the... No, you probably don't remember this. The Central Park rapists. Some of them weren't even there, and they did time. Zodiac killer. It's the greatest scene in Unbreakable. Like when he realizes that he has, when Bruce Willis realizes he has some kind of superpower, and Sam Jackson warns him, and he says something to the effect of, "Life doesn't fit in the boxes that are drawn for it." Because now you're doing shit. This ain't a comic book.
Real.
Yeah, this is real. There's consequences if you fuck this up. That is an amazing movie. That's one of the powerful scenes in that whole film. Right before he goes into that Moby song. When he M. Night Shyamalan takes a lot of shit. Because he got kind of corny after a while, but he made two fucking ridiculously good movies. And I think Unbreakable's better than The Sixth Sense. Like light years. The problem is he got trapped in that twist ending shit.
Well, have you seen Glass yet?
M. Night Shyamalan's like a fucking gaming streamer. The game died.
Jesus.
He's a really talented guy. Those two movies are fucking awesome. Well, I don't know. He still makes movies.
Yeah, that Glass. That was the last one.
I didn't see that one yet. Yeah, I'll go see that one because it's a sequel. I'll go see that one. Oh, that other one was... I didn't know it was him till the end.
Watch this.
Oh, the other one. No, he did make a good movie recently. He made
Split.
Split was good too. I like Split.
That's part two.
Yeah. And then they bring... I don't know why I didn't see that yet. Stupid ass.
Yeah. It came out last year.
That scene at the end was awesome. Sixth Sense. Nah, I'm an Unbreakable guy. You know why? Because I was into Ghost at the time, and I saw Unbreakable. I figured that one out, but I did not see Unbreakable. Cause everybody says the other way around. They didn't see the Sixth Sense coming, but I figured out the twist when I saw the photograph.
Okay. Yes, Jay Lee, he did make Airbender, but we don't talk about that.
Yeah. So he actually made the worst movie I ever saw in my life. Lady in the Water.
One?
Lady in the Water is the worst movie ever made. I really think so. But he made one of the best movies I've ever seen too. So go figure. You know, I didn't like Signs either. Because I didn't like, you know that scene when they go to like Bucks County, Pennsylvania, in Signs. They had Joaquin Phoenix and like everybody's like a backwards fucking hillbilly, because that's the way everybody from Philadelphia views that part of Pennsylvania, which is like literally like right next to it. It's not that fucked up. I didn't grow up far from there. They turned Bucks County, Pennsylvania into Deliverance. I mean, it's pretty over the top. Oh, yeah, the internet online knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, no, not The Village. I didn't hate The Village, but I didn't love it either because I figured that one out too. Village. No, it was Signs, the UFO one. Yeah. Swing Away.
Crop circles.
Yeah. So it wasn't that. That's when he started to dip. That movie wasn't that good. You know. This is funny, the scene they had the tinfoil on there.
They come in as, yeah,
it was a good movie. Yeah. Speaking of Gamer Jay Lee, I don't know if you like. I may do a whole episode of this. Gamer Jay Lee got in a little fight with Darkside Phil, and it's not just like a Nick situation where he just said a bunch of rotten shit and the guy finally replied. Yeah.
Like years ago. Beef.
Gamer Jay Lee was a mod and fan, I don't know why, of Darkside Phil. He even met him. I guess went all the way to Texas. And out of nowhere, DSP like trashes him without saying his name. Completely obliterates him, accuses him of, which I could never believe in a million years, accuses him of saying rotten shit about his wife of all things. I know Jay Lee pretty well by now. He's just something he would never ever do in a million fucking years. So it's just like, wow, what a fucking douchebag. So I may actually cut this video up and do a whole thing on it. What else I want to talk about? It's hilarious. Yeah.
Did you get to see both? You'll hear his side, and then you get to hear Jay Lee's side.
Yeah. It's bizarre that why would you remember a mod from 2013? You know, and I think where I'll give DSP, I really wonder if he thinks DSP is confusing him with some other detractor. Like he calls him now he's all of a sudden out of nowhere he's a DSP detractor. Jay Lee doesn't have one bit of DSP content on his entire YouTube channel, and only recently mentioned to me that they had a relationship several years ago. I would say, well, the summer he told me. I was like, really? He didn't even tell me when this happened. He kept me completely out of the loop. It's fucking nuts.
The more you know.
Yeah, I guess so. And there's this fucking guy.
Why am I toxic?
Because you're an asshole. I want to, you posted this shit. I want to see if I can find it. This guy that got banned from... Ladies, we had a big argument over women this morning. Not a big argument, but...
Oh, the Pokemon thing, right?
Yeah, is that I'm trying to find that.
Up. I think you were right by it.
Yeah. Look, there was this guy. This is a guy right there. I want to play the video that's in question. Where the fuck is that?
Well, I think he shows it in his video.
I don't want to listen to him. I want to watch the video because that fucks up my plan here.
Let me look.
I was banned from Twitch. Blah blah blah. YouTube, Twitter. What the hell? I mean, he sent this shit to me this morning. It's not there. Somebody deleted. What the fuck? It's probably I'm playing with this stupid thing all morning and it's not in post. All right, let's. No, this video has just disappeared.
Yeah, it's gone.
Where the fuck is it?
Somebody fucking with us?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm scrolling. I do not see it.
Well, this fucks the whole segment up.
Give me 2 seconds and I'll look and find it.
I want to see the thing. Oh, I found it. I found it.
Okay.
Tech free cat. All right. Let's see if I can.
Blame
Fuck.
Volt.
Yeah. Well, let's see if I can get this thing. YouTube, the Pokemon clip. Okay. All right. Pokemon. All right. What's this guy's name? Empire?
Yeah.
All right. And he's a Twitch streamer. Guess he's got a decent following. Nowhere near Pokemans. And women, I want you to watch Pokemon's reaction, okay? Tell me if she thinks it's cool or if she thinks it's not cool. What this guy's about to do, he's going to pretend to like lick her butt by putting, dragging his picture over there, sort of like this right here. Woo, there I am. Oh, no, there I am. He's going to do something like that, right?
Just let it play, and then get their then
yeah, go ahead. I am really interested in, actually, no, I'll say that later. Here we go. This is the clip in question.
Hang on, boys. Hang on. Let me revert and let me just flip my camera here.
Okay, here we go.
You've seen her fault makeup. She looks like she got hit by a tree.
How do I do it?
Oh my god.
Well, she did laugh. Put a 1 in the chat if you think, even with the laugh. 1 in the chat if you think she's okay with it. 2 if you think she's pissed off. And I am dying to see this. Because we had an argument over this. Yeah, it's just like some mild cringe, And, oh, wow. I'm really special. I really, see, mostly ones like you. See, I didn't get that vibe at all.
I told you.
Verse didn't. Verse again. It's weird and funny. Like, yeah. By the way, I'm not trying to.
She would go out to get him banned. I think her fanboys, because there's a known history.
That
of
might
her
be
fans
it.
Going out and doing shit.
Well, this
Remember,
guy
she was #1 in Hassan's chat because they were going over their gambling points and giving them to her. So
Oh, really?
She'd be #1.
Mm.
Yeah, they do that shit.
All right, listen. I'm going to I don't care about any of that stuff. I grew up on Howard Stern. That's fine, but I also know what Twitch is like. And in some aspects, I kind of don't blame them because they kind of got to protect their check marks. If everybody's just able to fucking do that, And then, this is another thing. She's not, she kind of walks up to the sexual door. I wouldn't call her an e-girl or she's not a booby streamer, Like, she's like legit. So if she looks good, she takes care of herself. She puts the makeups on. She has nice outfits on. And it's sexy, but it's not there to be sexy. Yeah. Well, that's it. So here's what happened to this dude. They got his 24-hour suspension, right?
Yeah, it was the first 24, and then they changed
Which is
it to
reasonable, No, and then they took his entire Twitch channel away.
Yeah.
Pull
Augie's
Augie.
waiting to call, by the way.
Pull him. Pull him. Pull Augie.
What's up, Augie?
Well, you know something about this?
No, I was just saying, I looked at her reaction, and worst case scenario, like, I think she thought it was, like, just mildly amusing or whatever. Maybe she was just slightly pissed off, but she went on to her game or whatever immediately after. I don't think it bothered her enough to get the guy banned.
Yeah, I wanted to see what I'm getting at? Like, he had the 24-hour ban, and then she watched it, and now he's gone.
Wait, what happened? Because you pulled me in, and I didn't have time to listen to your analysis. What were you saying?
Like, what I was saying is, what I was kind of hinting at, I didn't really give it any analysis, that he was only got 24 hours for that. And then fair enough, you know, maybe you can't be doing stuff like that, especially they're stars.
I thought he got a permanent ban.
Not initially.
Yeah. Not now.
Not initially. It was just a 24-hour, and then by the end of the 24 hours, they said, you know what, you're off our platform.
Oh yeah, okay.
So I had to wonder, and I didn't get, even though she's laughing, because ladies, I have learned, just because you're happy doesn't mean you're happy, and vice fucking versa. I didn't get the feeling like, I didn't get the feeling that, and another thing is she might be happy there, and 10 minutes later she could be fucking steaming. You know?
Yeah, I guess, but I mean, was it really that big of
No,
a deal?
I don't believe
mean,
any of that stuff. I say lighten up, but here's the thing: we're talking about Twitch here, and
True. You can't be like slightly amusing.
No,
on
not even
Twitch.
not a sexual way. No.
Yeah.
Look, I grew up with Howard Stern. I think that's just funny, you know. But the way the world is today. But I think if we're going to one, it might have been her fanboy, so that's a pretty good theory. Because you know what?
Oh, it was totally.
I'll
I don't
you,
think
I'll tell you
Pokemon had
what.
anything to do with this. I haven't seen any evidence for that. But her fans, the simps, the army of simps, never underestimate the power of the simps. That's where it comes from.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, but like, look at this is the body language, like that right there tells me she's a little irritated. When she did the now cut it out. Yeah, you went too far. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, she is adorable.
Somebody requested me to send you a clip, so I did on Twitter.
Okay.
Can you play it?
Yeah, sure. I'd love to.
There's 2 clips in the thread, but
Sure, I'd love to.
it's a good throwback. You know.
Oh.
Baba Booey says all he has one as a host. He knows simps. Yeah, it's true. Where do you think I learned?
Internet blood sports was taken too soon. Let me check this out.
Yes.
Give him a link. Give Woggy a link so he can watch his shit.
I think I got one. Let me pull it up real quick.
Yeah, let me see. Internet blood was taken from us too soon. It sure was.
Did somebody
That's a
say
lot of
earlier
money,
he didn't
I
have
guess, for a person of color.
Simps, rise up. Not me, though. Ward.
Did somebody say earlier he didn't have a Benz? What?
He has a Mercedes.
Why are you acting
Did they make more than one kind of car? Is that the only thing that they make?
Wait, you know that a Mercedes Benz is like that.
Do you no Destiny? Do you know that Mercedes makes more than a Benz?
Wait, what other Mercedes are you talking about? Did somebody say earlier he?
Oh, that's an old clip.
Why did you put that to me? Oh, God. I'm doing my best to fucking not hand him any clout.
Look at the second one.
Really?
It's the Ross stream.
Why are we making... No. No.
Come on, you
let
know
him
this chat
let him
loves the
piss and
Ross.
moan and cry about
Or
me.
the Ross
Let the
stream.
big tough guy fucking say, you went too far with the kid. Get the fuck out of here. And he's calling everybody a pussy. He's not fucking 12. He's 16. Fuck him. Fuck him in his fucking ass.
Looks can be deceiving, Tommy.
Yeah. I like her. He's like, you're such a bad guy. Wow, I thought better of you. When? When have you? Was it the time I called Keemstar a
Tommy,
faggot?
I've been a fan for years,
Yeah.
and I had to unsub.
Yeah, that's
You went too far.
Went too far.
Yeah.
All the fucking horrible shit I said about Keemstar. And
I was a hockey fan, Tommy. I had to unsub. I've been here for forever. I've never seen you do this before.
I wish somebody would come in there and say, "What? His channel's changed. It sucks. I like the hockey."
I liked the calm intellectual from Baited. I subbed to this asshole.
the intellectual. Yeah.
Yeah.
You do is giggle like a bunch of fucking girls. The song's called "Let Me Oh." It's about jerking off. Jesus Christ. Oh, I thought better. I thought you were more sophisticated than this. In other news, Playboy magazine was releasing taking down videos of dudes jacking off to their centerfolds. It's good. That's disgusting. Wait a minute.
Nice.
Is that true?
No, it's probably not.
Oh, that'd be great.
That is disgusting.
Come on, man. It's fair use.
Are they really? That's not true. That's fair use.
Fair use, damn it.
It could be.
Speaking of fair use, did you see that clip I put up on my other channel of Barnacles?
Tell me that. Wait, Tommy, can you get an update on the Red Bull? Red Bull's still here. The Red Bull's still here. It's waiting. The Wii U Red Bull.
What's the story of the Red Bull?
You
I
won't
got it
drink
gift wrapped in a Wii U that I was given for Christmas, and I'm afraid to open it. I think there's
Your Wii U came with the Red Bull?
yeah, it was wrapped too,
No, but tell me where you got it from.
so I'm afraid to
Damn.
open it. So I just kind of keep it as a souvenir. I won't drink it.
You know how when like used to sell consoles, they give you like 2 controllers, and now they like
There's-
only give you 1 or whatever.
Yeah,
I
but
take
this is
no
like-
controllers
this is
for
like-
a Red Bull.
This is like hand wrapped and Christmas stuff and kind of crappy. It was like somebody took 2 pieces and they just scrunched it together and put a piece of tape on it and they put it in the Wii U. Who fucking does that?
Did you get it on like on eBay, or did you go to like a game store?
I went
Like,
to
where'd you get
GameStop.
this?
I had a refurbished one.
They still sell them?
Refurbished.
Dude, the Wii U's that I saw, like, because I was looking into one, and they were like $600
No.
because they don't make them anymore,
Yeah, I know. Well, I got mine.
and nobody bought one, so they're kind of rare now.
Yeah, I know. There's a few games on there that haven't been ported over. The value go down once they port everything over to, and they're just starting to. They poured everything over to.
It was not a bad system.
No, it
People
wasn't.
trashing it, but I had one, and it was amazing. I
don't
liked
think
it.
it's all right. It's great. It's backwards compatible. The only thing
Well, the thing is like when you hack it, you can put anything you want on it.
yeah, I know, but I can't seem to get the fucking Wii. I can't get. I wanted backwards compatible for my Wii games that I had like 10 years ago, but for some reason,
Oh, hell
I can
yeah.
get everything except that fucking hack. Because I have a German one, so I have
Wait,
to hack
the
it.
Wii U is like on. It's back. You can just put your discs. in there.
No,
you don't need to hack it.
you're not listening. I'm in the EU, so I have to hack it for all my because I bought all my games on post, so I need to hack it. So
Oh,
take it
the
out,
region locking.
Yeah, and we region locked fucking everything. But the most important, this fucking crazy man from Oz. You know, God bless him for fucking helping me out and shit. But the most important thing I want done was done last, and I wanted it done first, and we did it and fucked it up.
I forgot region locking was even a thing. They don't do that anymore.
That's fucking Nintendo. What do you know? That's why Susie loses.
Yeah, they're
trouble.
pretty archaic company.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, the entire let's take a look at Capcom for instance, right? There's better netcode than what they used. There's like really good netcode out there that like nobody and it's a really easy fix to all these fighting games that have trouble being played online. And the Japanese just refuse to use it because we've done it this way for so long. And I think that fighting game that's coming out for Epic Games, they're going to use the new netcode, or whatever the fuck it is. I watched a whole video on it. Dead Freak probably could explain it. He knows everything. But yeah, that's how stubborn the Japanese are. I mean, they just started fucking allowing you to play Nintendo games on like YouTube. Dave used to play 8-bit Legend of Zelda, and they would claim the fuck out of him. I think he even got a strike once. Yeah, the Japanese just. They don't know what's good for them. In a lot of ways, you know, especially with the advent of the Wii U, they've kind of been passed by North American companies. And when I was a kid in the mid-'80s, Japanese had the game industry on lockdown. You know, so they're always behind the curve. I mean, Jesus Christ, man, fucking 1997 rolls around. Everybody's got fucking discs, CD-ROMs. Like, Nintendo's like, let's make another cartridge-based system.
Well, then when they finally switch to disc, it's the mini one.
And then they go to disc, they go to a mini one. Yeah, exactly, with their GameCube. And then they go to the Wii.
They did that for piracy, and the GameCube's like one of the most pirated consoles ever.
Yeah, I know. It didn't even work. There's nothing. Yeah. The only thing that can't fucking. Well, actually, no. You could pirate the fuck out of Xbox, but there's no good emulator for it. So I guess they solved that problem. What else is going on? Gamer J Lee. Tipster, he made my list.
No longer chat.
He can't have chats anymore. I guess he shouldn't have
Tommy,
chat.
your show notes are.
That's all I do. That's all I need.
Yeah. Dude, I write like essays when I do my show notes.
Why? You know, you can't read them while you're fucking talking, you genius. You don't know what you're going to talk about.
Dude, I like to come in prepared, you know?
I come in prepared. I know what to say. All I need is a reminder to say it.
Well, it's mostly reminders, but like, I don't know.
Why'd you write a thing? You ever stop? Is that why you do that? He goes, well, Tipster's thing was taken away from him. He was very upset. Like,
no, if I use your notes, because like for those of you who can't see, Tommy
I've
just
already
wrote down Tipster,
here
and
these
now he
notes.
knows.
Right here. I'll show everybody what I'm looking at. Right.
Yeah. Look, if I looked at these notes, I would be doing the show. I'd be tipster. What about tipster? What tipster do?
I've already walked around the house and had the conversation though. Like I've talked to the only thing I didn't talk about was Ronald Razzie, which I didn't think I was going to get to, and I'm probably not anyway. No, I've had the Twitch ban talk. I've had tipster fun. I even had the Onision talk, and I didn't knock it down or anything.
Oh yeah.
But
well, my show we only get through like 20% of the material I write down, so it's just a waste of time. But I do it anyway for some reason.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. No calls today. It's pretty dead.
What happened to tipster?
Fuck him. I don't know. No, apparently from last year.
Okay.
No, apparently last year.
I was all ready to talk about tipster, and now I don't even know what happened.
He wasn't. I guess something's wrong with his chat. It's like the weirdest problem I've ever heard.
Yeah, I did see that. They banned him from using a live chat.
Yeah, because he broke some kind of fucking rule. It's got to be an error.
It's totally
too much.
Yeah.
Well, they banned Scrubby from the chat too. Every time Scrubby's in my chat, he's got to use his other channel.
What?
Yeah, it's the same thing that they did it to Scrubby too, and he can't get it fixed. It's weird. It's never happened to me before.
I did a report on what was his name? Not Jacksepticeye, the other douchebag with the deep voice.
Markiplier?
Yeah, he lost like a bunch of fucking fans because they were spamming his chat, and he was encouraging them to spam.
Yeah.
Leader, you're on the air, and you're probably the last call of the day. What do you got?
I wanted to ask you. So, I mean, like, this is probably a little bit left field, but do you actually think Onision's gonna like go to prison?
No.
Or do you think all of this?
With everything I know now and stuff I'm hearing behind the scenes, no. Here's my prediction: slowly but surely, Chris Hansen will fade away, get another job. He'll leave it completely open, and nothing will ever happen. Like nothing. Literally nothing's going to happen.
Oh, that's not great news. Shit.
There's my prediction. Nothing's going to happen. And it's just going to like slowly sort of fade.
What do you think is going to happen to Hansen?
Like, look at the last 3 episodes. Have you heard anything new? Now they're bringing in, what's next week? They had a psychiatrist on. That's what they're going to do. A body language expert the next week? We got a fortune teller, tarot card reader, astrologer. I mean, what the fuck? This case is not going forward. It's clear. It's clear.
Circles.
Well, Tommy, like, what do you? No, go ahead, Tommy.
No.
So like, what do you so you think that the whole like police investigation, because like just to because Hansen did like contact the FBI and the police. He says there's all these investigations up. But from what you think, Tommy, it's just essentially they're just all dead ends. It's just a waste of time.
No comment. I can't answer that question.
Fair enough.
And I rarely, no comment has rarely come out of my mouth. God, I think I only said it once before. No comment. I told you my prediction. I can't really base it on anything. That's why I took so much shit in the other channel. Because I couldn't tell them what I knew.
Fuck.
Largely about behavioral impact on video. She's also a lawyer, a constitutional law enforcement. Yeah, that's not a disrespect to her. What I'm saying is like there's nothing new. That was the point. It wasn't that there was something wrong with her. If you really, you gotta listen to what I'm saying and what I'm pointing at, because I can't directly point at it. You gotta like think of media, think of the show, think of money, think of justifying your motherfucking existence. And then now you know me. Now you know me, right? And you know what I don't do under any circumstance. So put 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6 together. And also, I think a pretty good reputation for getting this shit right and never leading people the wrong way. I was called a liar when I said Hansen was getting involved. Can you ask how his opinion with Wings Redemption? Wings.
I mean, Tommy's like Jesus. He speaks in parables.
I love Wings. Never change. He fucking cries like a puppy.
When you have like ladies of the night show up to your house, remember you earned it.
Yeah. That's funny. Just his he has wine. His wine. Yes, you like that. Isaac Wismer likes that. So I mean, really, I'm not on firm enough ground to say what I want to say, just in case I'm wrong. And by the way, boy, do I hope so. But you know, the contrary to what a lot of people, being a creep is not enough to put you in prison, and it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. It actually shouldn't be. Saying horrible things, walking up to the door of being okay with pedophilia is actually not criminal.
No, I agree with I agree with all that. It's just I don't know, Tommy. Like this, Onision's got Onision's treatment of Shiloh. You know, your wife is like, say, even if you did want to leave her, having like filming your wife having like.
I think that's what got me on the witch hunt train to begin with. I was so shocked by what I saw to Shiloh. I mean, he deserved to be beaten with like a spiked bat for what he did to that girl. But it's not criminal. It's just really shitty. Yeah. You know? And I think that's what kind of happened. As I got in that focus, I saw these horrible things. And I never liked the son of a bitch to begin with. I always knew he was some kind of psychopath, you know? And I saw that and I was just like, wait a minute. Like, this isn't adding up. This feels like it's not like one of the stories like we catch people lying like outright about somebody else or like it's like an Alex situation or that. It's nothing like that, right? It's just It's just there's an absence of substantive evidence for a statute some kind of statute crime. That's what there is.
Thinking about it,
if anything comes in, others stay away. He won't go to prison. Yeah, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. And in that case, you know, Chris Hansen did a good job. But let me tell you something. And by the way, I got a nice fat check coming this month. All right, and I'm taking it. I'm not giving it back. All right. There's a lot of money to be made when you have people that are just so fucking pissed off. Because nothing gets clicked. The only thing that gets more clicks is boobies. Boobies get clicks. And since we can't put boobies on YouTube, it's whatever pisses you off and whoever you hate. But I'm not going to sit there and go on there and say, hey, we got him this time. We got him this time because I need one more video and I got to know. Fuck that shit. Fuck it. I mean, I could go and like everybody's telling me, like, all I got to do is tell the NTO crowd, go look at my last video, exactly what they want to hear. And they want to hear he's going to jail. And I'm telling them I don't have enough evidence to say that with good conscience. That's it. That's it. If he did something, I want him to go to jail. And it's like, if I say something like that, it's like disrespect to the victims. How?
It's shooting the bearer of bad news. That's what it is. Like,
that's what I kind of try to do. And I got away with, you know, some things in the past that they still gave me. You know, the ratings were really good on it, you know. And I really, what I was trying to do is, you're in for a big fucking disappointment if what I know is true. A big, big, big disappointment. Because all the things you said I didn't know and didn't know what I was talking, I already reported them. Go back. Do the math. You might be able to figure this shit out yourself.
I did like thinking back on like what happened with Onision. Like, I think like my understanding is that they were supposed to get him on like some sort of, or Kai, they were supposed to get him on like sending illicit images to like underage children.
Supposedly the FBI has that thing. I wonder how long that's supposed to dig up. And then when I found a fucking video where Sarah says, I got your pictures, wink, wink, judge, and clearly Kai goes, oh, well, that's okay. And just prior to that, they were talking about, you know, that she sent her the computer without, you know, reinstalling it. Like, that doesn't sound like a fucking serious crime. Even if she's 16. And if it is a crime, and it probably is, it probably is. You know, like if they sold her that computer and they told her that they were going to reinstall it, it's probably an honest accent. Now that, by the definition of law, that might be sending illicit pictures. But that's only if the DA wants to prosecute something like that. And I
also
gotta be
not
honest, I don't think they will. You gotta have something that's either gonna. We had YouTuber Law in here, Leroy Lesser. What gets DAs moving is what's gonna get them promoted and what's gonna keep them from getting fired, and everything in between usually gets tossed. That's life. It's not GTA. If you bump in the car, you bump up in the police car. This is when the star goes up, and it's like a guarantee. No, it's not fucking. It's not like Law and Order. Law and Order are based on stories of crime that's been solved already. So it's just, and I get the legal stuff when everybody gets it wrong. When fucking all those guys got Better Health wrong, I got it right. And when it comes to the legal stuff, when it came to what's his face, FaZe Banks, I got it right. I was like, no, FaZe Banks ain't suing anybody. He's getting sued. Everybody said I was nuts.
You're paying out.
Yeah. Well, we don't 100%. Like I'm sure you got the number that was being tossed around, right? And this guy reported in Cleveland was $900,000. Now maybe he got that down to $5. How the fuck knows? He paid out. He was sued. So if they went to a settlement, you don't go to a settlement and not pay anything. You go to settle. All right. How do I get this shit cheaper? You think the multimillionaire that he pissed off was going to take $10K and call it a day? No. He wanted to punish him. He called him a punk on the stand. I called that. I got it right. I've been really fucking good. And when I do get it wrong, I'm the first to say so. And God, if that son of a bitch laid his hands on an underage girl, I hope they fucking put a hot poker up his ass and it comes out his mouth. But guess what? If he didn't do it, nothing's going to happen. Yeah, prosecuting would be career suicide. Imagine that. Prosecuting something for child pornography when you don't have it. Yeah, imagine that. Imagine going to trial and they send illicit pictures. Kai says they illicit pictures, right? And it goes, and the jury just feels bad for her because it's an honest mistake, and they go, not guilty. Now what? You just ruined somebody's fucking life over a fucking mistake. I can't, and you can't explain it to anybody. That's why I need you guys here, because you all get where I'm coming from. It's insane.
Yeah.
All right, get out of here, you crazy Australian. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, Tommy.
You have anything to say, Augie, before you go? Because we're going to say goodbye.
I don't know where this Onision shit is going.
What's your combat level? I'm gonna kick your ass.
What was that? Combat level. What was that?
Ice.
Back when he played it. Yeah. I gotta recognize that guy's voice. I don't know. There ain't shit going on, man.
Yep.
But I think I'll take that money. Maybe we'll pick up a big story one day and we can really grow Shot from the Point News for multi-stories. But I'm not gonna suck money out of this. I can see why these YouTubers just get trapped in the money. Like, I gotta give them what they want. And it's just as thin as it was. And then what happens is then the audience finally realizes you're full of shit. And I don't want that to happen to me. I'd rather be angry with me than for giving honest commentary, whether I'm right or if I'm wrong about this. I gave honest commentary.
You've done the Onision videos. You covered all that in January, and now your regular commentaries are getting more views on average than they were before the Onision stuff happened. So overall, it's benefited your channel.
It's benefited everything. It's really great, and maybe we can build.
My regular videos are getting like more views than usual. I used to average like 500 views a video. Now I'm getting like 3,000 videos on non-Onision
I'm getting
stuff.
I was averaging 3,000. Now I'm averaging like 7. So look at it that. Yeah, you're right. Exactly. You're exactly right, Augie. Don't bitch. But I mean, the temptation is there. Like, I need the money. I can use the extra money. I like to, put some more money away for vacation. I'm going to Florida in a couple months, but it's I don't know. I can't sleep at night if I'm just fucking milking a story that I think is about to collapse. And it's a slow collapse too. I don't think it's gonna be. I think like it's gonna be some of the times like sometime in September or people are like, what the fuck happened to this so-called case? And I think Hansen will be long gone by that.
Well, that's what I was wondering.
I'm hearing rumors that he got a job already. I got a job at the Oprah network. That's true. He's gonna have time for YouTube and fucking with Onision. And then Onision's gonna rub it in everybody's face.
Well, that's my question: is his core base, Hansen base, going to figure what we already know out now? And if so, how are they going to react? Like, what's going to happen to Hansen? Is he going to get mauled alive, or is he going to get away with it?
Hansen's like a big pitcher that got sent to the minors to warm up, and he's going to go right back up to the majors, and he'll completely forget it. And give a fucking rat's ass.
Yeah.
That's what I do. Man's got to eat. I'm not saying he's doing anything unethical. If I did, I would say I don't have a problem. I don't give a fuck. We're calling out Chris Hansen. Do it tomorrow. Some of the call outs that I've seen of him are just utterly ridiculous. And he did shine a mainstream light on this fucking character, Onision, that even if he's not guilty of some kind of crime, he's definitely like, stay away from this motherfucker material. But yeah, I do wonder if Hansen's kind of get a job and beat it, and then it's just left like it is now. You got tarot card readers and astrologers and psychics.
3 a.m. challenge has gone wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we could get fucking J Station to contact the ghost of the Onision investigation.
Get it speeding up a little bit or something.
Yeah, right. All right, get out of here. Oh, I'll talk to you later. You can come back in when the show's
Peace.
over. All right, I think we're done. Well, I don't know. That's what's been on my mind lately is Onision stuff.
I've been wondering where it was gonna go and what's happening.
Well, I knew the shit would last that long, but I've never seen anything like this. My statistics are all kind of fouled up. There's more women over there than men. I mean, it's not that I can't attract a few women, but it's like my style, even over there, is not really conducive with the imagery that I use, and is not really conducive to women generally. It's supposed to be the rock and roll news show, Big money, big attention. Yeah, maybe. But it's not worth my rep, Isaac. Which is, contrary to what Keemstar tells everybody, he's pretty fucking good. Because a lot of YouTubers watch this shit. A lot of them. And, they come to here. They know I'm. Look at this idiot. He's telling the fucking truth. Look at this idiot. He's not a fucking afraid. Look at this idiot. He's criticizing a YouTuber that could crush him. That's why they come here. That's why I make the big bucks. That's the truth.
Really fighting with me because
people that know this show, they know. YouTubers all over here, dime a dozen high schoolers talking about BS.
Yeah.
Okay. Starts here, baby. We've launched fucking big fucking YouTubers have come through here. Big stories. It's been a lot of fun. And we owe a little bit to our buddy right here, E-Dubble. And again, I really want you to really think about giving his stuff a listen. I think there's some real quality music here. I think there's some, feeling down, you want to get pumped up. I think E-W is a guy to go to. He's quite a word meister.
Yeah,
I agree. I think the world will be a lot better off if he's still around. He's doing good stuff and good things, and he saw how to take a great opportunity. It's hard for a white boy to make it in hip hop, much less the relatively clean style he had. Yeah. So goodbye to E-Dubble. So I want you to listen to a song he did, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna play the whole song. Say goodbye to E-Dubble. the right way, the way you're supposed to. So let me see if I can. I want to make this seamless. Make sure I got it right, so I don't fuck up the ending. You know. Yeah, we'll leave you this time with a song with something a little different. See you around. Thank you, E-Dubble.
My train's just about to leave the station. I'm headed somewhere, but I know it ain't vacation. No pity, but I guess I don't deserve one. I'm trying to blaze a path that I know my ass can learn from. Cause I've been struggling some, but I know I got it better than most. And when I come back around, I guarantee we'll have something to toast. Drunk in the city and the thoughts start to wandering. Point A and B are the plots that you're pondering. You're trying to catch up without any condiments. Living with a vision in prison and all your common sense. No maps and you can't make a phone call. Your GPS is down cause you went and held the phone wrong. Those 4 G's don't appear inside your bank account. You always been too big to rock somebody's hand-me-downs. Always frowned upon some charity or handouts, but having your own cake to do the same is paramount. Ethical egoism for the hypocritical, thinking that you're bigger than the people who are kin to you. Fuck. How it was back in high school. Spit a rap in class front like it's haiku. Cause you didn't like to share your lover rap then. Thought you sounded dorky cause you didn't have an accent. Some people never get to sleep upon a box spring. Some people only care about penning their quatrains. Pardon me, but stanzas can stand up. Trying to find a way for these bars to bust bad luck. But when the sun shines, you open blind eyes. The minor chords turn to major and then time flies. Cause you're a kid again, happy to be a citizen. Living on a whim and you manage to shake the bitterness. The boy meets the world, he's trying to find Topanga. Finds himself inside a web that tries to keep him tangled. Hang-ups can frustrate, the search don't stop. Even when she's doing cowgirl, you're still on top. Like, hey. Told me dumb it down, I told them smarten up. They told me easy pal, I told them y'all are nuts. I believe that I'm tired of being force-fed, even if that means I am listening to the door slam. I've seen some doors close, walking down the primrose. The disappointments only open other windows. The fresh air means that hope is trying to holler. I'll keep it 100 with or without any dollars, come on. Friday number 37, get on board. Shout out to Pigeons and Planes for posting the song. You guys have great taste and we appreciate it. Thank you. And shout out to Roy Halladay and my Phillies. Great job last night. You guys got this wrapped up. Anyway, Written Thursday's coming soon. Black Paisley, Activate Social, E-Dubble. Thank you guys.